Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And I was attempting to just cross back across the map. And of course, we run into battles. I also ran into some enemies on my travels back through the Brazilian forest. Like, as soon as I got outside of the ruins and started walking back, like, there was Darkspawn to meet me right outside the ruins that obviously weren't there before. And now I run into this random battle on the map. There was another random battle on the map that I ran into. Maybe it wasn't between the last episode and this episode. It might be between another couple of episodes somewhere in the next few episodes or whatever. It was just another, like, Darkspawn battle, helping out some of the dwarves. And then once you finish the battle, the dwarves are like, "Hey, we got your back for the big upcoming blight battle," and blah blah blah. Again, cocooned corpses, not things that I would personally be reaching into and pulling stuff out of. I don't know if I would trust a health potion that was in a pile of filth either. How good of a health potion can it be if it's, you know, sitting in filth? And then I see this thing that says I can check it out. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's like right there, and I found it. I run into another one of these like a little bit later on in this area. You'll see that in a couple moments. Turns out they're cocoons that are just like hanging from the trees, and you can interact with them while you're, you know, 20 feet below it. Again, don't ask me how that works. I don't know how we got items out of things that are dangling. It's like an evil spider cocoon pinata that I never wanted to contend with. You may also notice that Alistair has his new armor. I was going to show that off, but then I kind of got into this first. So I will take a moment to show that off eventually at some point. Yeah, see, it's like way up there. I don't know how we got a deep mushroom out of that. How did you reach it? Okay. Oh, this looks like a campsite. Of course. Queen Spider here. This must be our mini boss of this area. Hey, cool. I always appreciate mass paralysis. At least those spiderlings weren't that bad. And so we'll go and check out these things again. Another thing you may have noticed is Zagana's helmet is different. Basically, that helm that boosts all attributes by 2, we put that on Zagana, because that just seems better. And Alistair's wearing the Helm of Judgment, or Juggernaut helm. Juggernaut, Judgment. He's going to be judging some things with his axe, okay? Judging whether or not they can be split apart by an axe. So he's getting a set bonus for having all of the Juggernaut equipment. And now he, like, truly looks like a tank, too. Alright, so let's carry on. Back to the Brazilian forest. And I think I'm going to cut things out, and I'm going to meet you back right where we left off. There was a path with a hallway where we detected some enemies, but we didn't quite go down the hallway to contend with them. That sounds so specific, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, here we are. This is the last spot we were at in the lower werewolf ruins. Come on, stab it. The skeletons are using the stairs to their advantage. We can't allow that. Okay, so once again, we have 2 little side paths that we can go down first.
One never expects creatures like those. I'm off.
No, where did all you guys come from? Oh, whatever, we'll just stab things.
Right. Yes.
Stab you. Are you guys... Again, where are all of you guys coming from? Hey, you gotta level up. Okay, Wynn got the level up this time. Well, let's continue. Oh, a phylactery. I think we know what this means. And then there's an altar. You know, before I examine or interact with any of that, we are going to level up, because that would be the smart thing to do. Hey, we have a specialization point for Shapeshifter. +2 Constitution, +1 Armor. I'm probably not getting either of these things. Dexterity and 5 attack. I don't really care about that anyways. So yeah, I'll go with that specialization. Now, do remember I'm doing post-commentary, but trying to replicate my reactions of things that I was thinking as I was playing and not having, you know, like the post-commentary knowledge that I have. Because as you'll see... Well, something I said and something I thought at this point is about to get, like, very silly. But what am I even supposed to get Win? Like, I really don't even know. I don't know. Staff Focus? Maybe I'll just start taking her down this path and get the Staff Focus and the Arcane Mastery. Passive boost to spell power. I mean, that sounds good to me. We're not taking anyone down the Shapeshifter path. We've got everything else we really need. Alright, yep, we'll drop a save, and we're going to deal with this. Oh. So it's an artifact, a gem. Okay, this is different. Party members, what do you think?
A device meant to hold a spirit, perhaps? Such would be my guess. Though, what might be left of any spirit within after such a long time trapped?
This appears to be a phylactery of some kind. The essence of a mage, kept magically preserved. If that were all it is, however, I would be surprised.
Is that blood in there? Whose, I wonder? You'd think it would be all dried up after so long. There must be magic involved.
You know, if people were smart, we'd probably just, like, not do anything with this ever. But this is a video game, so we're going to interact with things however we see fit, and whatever happens, happens. Okay, so the altar doesn't do anything right now. I guess let's touch the gem. Okay, images from a memory not of our own. So apparently the presence in this gem is, like, connecting with us sort of telepathically. Okay. More images flash in your mind. Presence trapped. Okay, it wants us to... Okay, what do you have? Could give you knowledge of the remains of how to become an Arcane Warrior. I'm no mage, but I could train. Okay, apparently this is how we get Arcane Warrior. Well, now I feel so much safe about doing whatever we need to do. Okay, so what do I need to do? Although I'm not really going to... I don't regret giving Wynn the specialization bonuses from the Shapeshifter instead of the Arcane Warrior. So apparently This isn't even much of a quest. It's just the gem is just like, hey, take me to my altar so I can, you know, be freed and just rest in peace or whatever it needs. And so it filled us with the memories of how to become an Arcane Warrior. And I could totally just turn on the thing right now. But there's literally no point. It's not like I have to adventure very far to get to the altar that it needs. The altar's like 5 steps from where the thing was. And I guess how it became what it was and whatever, just, it didn't matter. We unlocked a specialization. And Alistair approved of that. Okay. Well, now we can become Arcane Warriors. Yeah, it's my first time ever getting this far in the Dalish quest. And back to the main gist of what we were doing here, exploring this rune, looking for werewolves, specifically Witherfang. We have
Huh. One never expects creatures like those, really.
tons of enemies. All right, well, let's just go. I see that one there. Let's go in here. Hello. I feel bad when these doesn't attract the other ones, which doesn't look like it's going to. The only reason I'm sensing them earlier is we upgraded that survival skill.
Moving on.
So we can detect enemies a lot earlier. It's for my type of personality, it's not working too well for me, because I start seeing, like here, we're at this 3-way crossroads, and I see all these enemies just pop up on each side of me, and it makes me so nervous. Whereas if we didn't have the survival skill, I'd just be like, hey, we're just gonna, you know, just keep chugging along and not have that pause, not have that nervousness, and just, surprise, here's the next batch of enemies to fight, rather than, here's 3 different batches at once, but you might end up triggering all of them at once, and that could be... Okay, there's a glass phylactery. We know what that does. This is going to be our 6th and final Revenant. Is this the 6th one? I think it is. Take the vial. Oh, look, it shattered. I wonder what's about to happen. Hello, Mr. Revenant. And let's just start. Yeah, mark him for death.
I am your death.
Why are we missing? Stop missing. Although we're doing quite a bit of damage when we do hit. Hey, there we go. We can actually get backstabs on this one. This one can go down pretty quickly. Despite all the immunities and the misses. There we go. Well, that was probably the easiest of the main 6 Revenants that we've contended with. Got the scrap of paper, updated the codex. Now, I don't know if this Revenant hunting is like an official quest or anything. That's what I'm about to check out here. And let's see, because it says, okay, there's 4th. Oh, 4th and 6th. Okay, so we are still missing one. So we will have one more to contend with somewhere. Here I thought we had fought all of them. Okay. Well, then I guess there's one more to go. So now the door to this main area. We know it's a main area because...
Why does the unnatural always smell so awful?
We've got the autosave there. We have some pressure plates that we can disarm, so we're going to disarm those. Gets us some extra experience for disarming these traps. There's more traps over there. Everybody's just kind of like spread out and just kind of going about this battle their own separate ways. Let's get rid of the pressure trap. I can start moving as soon as I click the button. I don't have to sit there and wait for the character animation to finish disarming the trap. I can just click it and then move on. I don't know if that's like a... I don't know if that's a glitch, like a known glitch in the game that just... I don't know if it was... if the designers had in mind for you to be able to do that. Because it doesn't seem like the type of thing that they would have. Like, because you end up like clicking the button to disarm a trap, then you can go and attack an enemy, and then the trap gets disarmed a moment later while you're stabbing something.
Over with.
It just doesn't seem right. Adventurer's Journal. A new quest, Unbound. I have to see what that's all about. Okay. Level up Morrigan. Hey, Morrigan can get the Arcane Warrior, I guess, because we don't have Spirit Healer. That would actually be more useful, but whatever. And we're going to go the typical 2 magic, 1 willpower, and more tactic slots. That's all you need. And here we can actually see the Arcane Warrior thing. They have this sustained combat magic. It does stuff. And then Order of Might, just some passive things that will buff. Oh, and Shimmering Shield and Fade Shroud. Yeah, so some passive things that will buff the combat magic and the Shimmering Shield. So Arcane Warrior seems kind of cool. It almost reminds me of like the Mystic Knight from Final Fantasy V, if we're going to make a comparison there, in the sense that you become a more combat-oriented mage, and you use your mana to like deal damage, but I think you're still dealing... I don't remember the way this works. Obviously, because I've never used one, but I've read about them. I want to say that you're using your magic stat to attack with, even though you can like swing a physical sword. But it does like magic damage, and so yeah, it's pretty neat. But obviously we didn't have that ability unlocked. So if I was ever going to start like another game on here and start as a mage, I would probably take that mage down the Arcane Warrior path, try out that class. Because that seems like unique and fun, and it's something really different. I always like it when games with classes and stuff do that sort of thing. Introduce things that are just like kind of wildly different. And yeah, we're gonna drop another save again. I have learned my lesson to save frequently here. And another thing... Oh yeah, we got Morrigan, the... Okay, so here's something that's going to annoy me. Just watch how this takes place. So I want to put the Chain Lightning on, because I never actually set that up. Okay, so target condition. And so naturally I want to use Chain Lightning when enemies are clustered together. Like so. And we're going to go to usability. And there's no Chain Lightning. I don't know why there's no Chain Lightning. Is it anywhere else? No, it's not anywhere else. Remember, you have to... It would be under that usability thing. We have the ability. We do. Trust me. I know. We have it. So then I go here and I just go, okay, well, let's... Maybe I have to have it clustered with 4. Because you want to use a Chain Lightning... Because that's the thing, it does like a little bit of damage, but if enemies are close, it'll like just keep bouncing between them and just rapid fire tons of damage on them. And that's what I want her to do. But it's not let me do that. So if I click enemy nearest visible, then I can go use ability. Now, see, here's all of these abilities. And look at that, there's Chain Lightning. But I don't just want her using it on one target, because then she'll use a bunch of mana and it won't really do much. So I want her to use it when enemies are clustered together. So I had to get the ability set first, but now I can have it set so clustered. Yeah, I don't know why I had to pick things in that order. Now, where do I want to put this in priority? Probably above most of this. Yeah, here's good. Alright, let's bust in here and...
Huh. One never expects creatures like those, really.
You know, you've said that you don't expect creatures like these like 3 times in this episode. At what point are you finally going to start expecting these? Just out of curiosity.
Yes. Now this should be fun.
Okay. Well, that was a whole bunch of saving for a battle that was super easy. Oh, we have another battle. Oh, actually, this is a boss fight. Oh, this thing. Oh, this thing sucks to deal with. It's an Arcane Warrior. Arcane Horror, rather. Because he's got me frozen. So naturally, everybody else is just going to come and stand around and just get attacked. Okay, can we be done with this? Morgan, where are you? You're like the only one that's not standing over here doing nothing. So get into the battle.
Too easy.
Okay, so it's going to use lightning. Okay, so notice anytime I get close to it, and we've got enemies to deal with. You know what? I can at least fight these enemies. But anytime I get close to the thing, it does the lightning thing and disappears. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Oh, hey, we've got some damage on this thing. But see how I start to walk closer to it? When I walk closer to it, I get slow, super slow. And then, you know, I'm just going to fight all these things. Wynn just died. I didn't want you guys killing Wynn. Alistair, what are you doing? Why didn't you stop them from killing Wynn? Wynn is like the worst one to kill. Okay, I gotta kill this thing quickly. Okay, now I can actually get close to it. Quick, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. I don't care that these aren't backstabs, just get damage on it.
This is getting exhausting.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, and Morrigan died too. And we get crappy chainmail as our reward. Oh no, wait, that was from something different. There's still a pile of rags over there. We'll get back to it, don't worry. You don't think I'm going to miss treasure that easily. Okay, so Wynn's going to have to use the injury kit. But that will heal Morrigan's injury from being dead there. And there's a pile of rags, and here's a bunch of stuff that's also mostly not great. Although those gloves that give the bonus to cold damage, I'm going to end up giving those to Morrigan since she tends to use the... Well, I mean, I have her tactics set to use the Winter's Grasp spell quite a bit, so we're going to give that to her. I'm just going to grab all this stuff. Oh, another Garnet. Well, now for sure I have enough of those to complete that one side quest. There we go.
Huh. One never expects creatures like those, really.
What is that, the 4th time you haven't expected creatures like those? Guess I'm still not in combat, even though I've got the combat music going. Yeah, let's explore this little nook first, because this is the dead-end path, not the main path. We'll grab that. We'll grab this. Once again, if I'm exploring some sort of ancient ruins, I'm not going to be just
And
opening up random sarcophagus somewhere. It's just,
done.
it doesn't seem like a good thing. I've watched the Mummy movie, where someone opened a sarcophagus and then released this mummy curse. Yeah.
Success.
You gotta be wary of mummy curses. But we don't really have mummies as enemies in this game. We have, like, the skeletons and that. Okay.
More of these? Well, alright then.
Oh, look, more skeletons. What, you weren't going to tell me how you weren't expecting them this time? That wasn't much of a welcoming crew.
Oh, it fell down.
Oh, he fell down. Alright, well, with that, I think we're going to pick up a couple things in this room. Lair of the Werewolves. I don't know how that takes us to the Lair of the Werewolves. Is it going up? I feel like it's going... where's it going up? Is it going down? It's just a water bottle. Well, we'll check that out next time.